Black Ops 6 Season 3 Reloaded will be touching down in just a few days. From what we can see so far, this seems to be a pretty interesting update. If this is your first time here, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. Feel free to light up the comment section as you go along. So, I want to lead with the fact that Season 3 as a whole was delayed by a few weeks. I personally forgot about that, and in Tuesday's upload, I mentioned the whole 420 skin Nuketown or Blaze Town. I was kind of wondering where it was, but duh, dummy. I forgot everything was delayed, so it only makes sense that everything was pushed back more or less. The Black Ops 6 Season 3 Reloaded update is set to bring even more new content to the game, including new weapons, maps, and much more. Even by Call of Duty standards, Season 3 was absolutely huge. The return of Verdansk and Warzone stole headlines, which led to a major bump in interest. But multiplayer also benefited from classic guns like the Kilo 141 and the return of the firing range map. As always though, the start of the season is just the beginning. So here's everything we know coming mid-season. Now, as a non-Warzone guy, I have to give Warzone its flowers. Verdansk has made its grand return, and with it, some dope changes like exterior ascenders and a moving train, that kind of shit. It's like Verdansk went monk mode for a couple of years, decided to hit the gym, and got a little more dynamic. Again, personally, I have not touched Warzone whatsoever. I have been seeing so much love and so much interest in Warzone with the return of Verdansk. I've been enjoying rank play, party games, and demolition, which was a super pleasant surprise for me, by the way. I did hear a rumor or two that it was making a comeback, but I thought it was going to be during the mid-season update. But demolition is available to play right now. Even a lot of folks close to me have really started to invest in the Warzone since Verdansk made a comeback, even folks that haven't played COD in years. So again, that's pretty dope. Gotta give credit where it's due. So for you zombies folks, there has been something interesting circulating called zombie snacks. I could be bugging, but I think this may be a gobble gum or some kind of special consumable item that players can collect and replenish their stamina, and maybe health too. But these snacks, likely being 420 themed, offer temporary buffs to players when their stamina bar is full and they avoid taking damage, and potentially including super speed, slow motion movement, or enhanced damage. And also, ranked play will be back in Warzone, which means it's time to prove that you're not just good at camping in Verdansk, but actually skilled. 150 player matches. Now you can play Hunger Games in Call of Duty. This update seems to have a mix of nostalgia, experimentation, and it does seem pretty innovative in my opinion. So the Season 3 Reloaded start date is set to begin Thursday, May 1st, 2025, based on how previous seasons have worked. The Reloaded update always drops midway through the season, and since Season 4 is coming on May 29th and Season 3 started on April 2nd, this date should be the halfway point. Black Ops 6 will also be getting a brand new weapon with the update called the Ladra SMG. For all intents and purposes, it's the same as the Spectre, which first appeared in the original Black Ops all the way back in 2010. It comes with a relatively low firepower in its class, but makes up for it with an extreme fire rate and low recoil. You'll be able to unlock this as a part of an unannounced event, likely for earning XP or completing specific challenges. However, if you miss out, it'll be available through the armory. And we are also getting some new maps with this mid-season update. There are 3 multiplayer maps being introduced. 2 are brand new. First, Haven, which is a 6v6 map set in a KGB safe house, and we have Signal, a smaller strike map that takes place in an underground submarine hangar, which also features opportunity to flank by heading underwater. As I mentioned a minute ago, Blaze Town, which continues Call of Duty's 420 inspired content. And we have a new perk touching down on top of the new SMG. There's a perk coming called Vendetta. The perk 2 option marks the last location of the player that killed you for a short period of time after respawning, making it much easier to track them down and returning the favor. It's set to be handed out as a part of another in-game event, but it hasn't been confirmed which one. As far as the map Haven, I'm digging the simplicity of the map from what we can see. Straightforward, it's essentially a rectangle. Hopefully this is a map that they cannot mess up. And Signal, I guess we'll just figure it out. I think it'd be good for gunfights, maybe face off, but typically I don't like these smaller maps for 6v6. Now, I do want to talk about the anti-cheat system here in Black Ops 6. This season was supposed to be a big one as far as cheaters getting packed up and the anti-cheat system actually working since Season 3 kicked off. I will say, it does seem to be working, taking out over 20 cheat makers and resellers and banning supposedly over 200,000 accounts, and even catching 23% of cheaters before they can even ruin anyone's game. Heavy on the word supposedly, allegedly, before anyone gets in the comment section trying to correct me, asking me, where are you getting your stats, bro? I'm getting these numbers from household community intel pages, by the way, so go argue with them. Now, I will say I have not been accused of cheating at all this season either. Not sure if it's a community thing, but it is making me feel like I have to get my shot back right to where the accusations can make a comeback. And I mean, it could be the division that I'm in rank play, It seems like the diamond lobbies are very competitive, and I've even played some crims and some eerie's, but I don't think anybody has been cheating in my lobbies, which is a good thing. But yes, I haven't been accused of cheating in game or in the comment section here on YouTube or any social media platform that I've been uploading clips on. And they've also added some smart updates. The Killer Cam UI now gives you more gameplay context, like perks or intel advantages. It's supposed to help cut down on false cheater reports. I'm not sure how effective that is, but I do like the effort. Plus, for ranked players, this is a big one. Losing to a cheater is not quite as painful anymore. You can now get your skill rating refunded after losing to a cheater. I have guys in the Discord that has gotten up to 400 SR refunded. That's a good bit of SR if you ask me, but I will say the anti-cheat system is not perfect. It probably never will be, but it does feel like progress. That's all I can ask. And not even just rank play, even in public matches, I've definitely noticed fewer cheaters. And at the end of the day, that's a big win for all of us who just want to play fair. And again, don't get me wrong, they're not extinct. They never will be. Cheaters are a little bit like kids. Just when you think you've gotten rid of them, one pops out of nowhere and ruins your streak, if you know what I mean. But I can't stress it enough, progress is progress. What's your personal experience though? Have you seen improvements? Do things feel the same for you? Or do things feel worse? Let us know down below, either underneath this video or in the Collective Cortex Discord server if you are interested. First link down in the description, by the way, if you are interested. I am trying to grow the community on a more intimate level, no diddy. Ultimately though, what are your expectations and anticipations for the mid-season update dropping here soon? And what do you think about season 3 period? In my opinion, it is the best season of Black Ops 6 so far. If you made it to the end, don't stop watching just yet. Check out these 2 videos here and consider subscribing if you dug the video. Catch you in the next one.